show you basically how I melt my barbs on my hooks. After I get them out of the package, I dump them out on the table. I get them out where I can work with them. And I grab my trusty Paycheck Baits lighter. And basically you just grab your hook and hold it down here by the bend of the hook where you can't get poked by this barb, because you might have to do a little push, and sometimes it's hard to get these barbs over. There's a 45-degree angle on one end of the barb and a flat end. You're basically going to take the flat end and push it down over the eye of the hook, like so. After you get it on there, you're going to make sure that the 45-degree angle, the bottom or short point of that, is right past that first barb. Take your trusty Paycheck Baits lighter and just kind of slowly heat that thing up. And you kind of want to rotate your hook in a circle with your left hand like that while you're doing it, because if you just hold your hook in one spot, it's going to heat it up in one spot. It's not really going to melt the barb on. So move it around a lot and keep the heat spread out up and down. You know, it's okay to get the whole barb hot. After you've got it hot like that, reach up here at the top and pinch it and pull it down at about a 45-degree angle away from the shank or the eye of the hook. And just kind of put a little pressure and pull out on it. You can blow on it a little bit to cool it down and speed it up. And basically, you just created the barb that holds your bait up. Once you push your plastic bait up past that barb and then reposition it and seat it down in there, it's going to be the strongest thing to hold your bait on. Way, way stronger than an offset shank hook or other methods of holding a flipping bait on. I use a full barb like this. I'm punching or using it in heavy grass, heavy wood. If you're skipping a bait, or or throwing like a horny toad, I like a full barb like that. If I'm finesse flipping, if bites are tough and I'm using a smaller, thinner bait and a smaller profile bait where it just looks count and you really, really want a tighter, better profile, you just take a pair of scissors and take your barb out of the package and just cut a little more than a third off your barb. Same thing, take the eye of your hook, put it right in the flat end of the barb, push it right over the eye of the hook like that. And basically, you're going to cover the first barb and put above the bottom barb like that. It's going to hold it right in place for you. Take your lighter, and again, it's a lot smaller barb, so it'll heat up a lot quicker. And again, rotate it and keep the heat moving all around it. You don't want to just burn it in one spot. Once you get it hot and shrunk down on there like that, pull out on it at a 45-degree angle again, and create that nice little barb that's going to hold your bait up. In a few seconds, that thing's going to cool. And now if you're flipping and you're going to meat or Havasu or somewhere clear, or you're flipping a lot smaller bait or something that has to look the right way, and you don't like that big barb, or you don't really need the strength of a full barb to hold the bait up, you're flipping open water into tule lines and weed line edges, this is going to be plenty. And again, in a few seconds, it's rock hard. It's going to hold your bait up perfect. And that's the two ways that I do it.